A News investigation prompts policy changes that will help prevent contract problems and conflicts of interest at CapMetro.
I would like to put to rest an issue that has recently been raised by one of our local investigative journalists who has brought forward some legitimate questions about a contract we had 2 years ago involving our labor negotiations.
Tonight, a new era of transparency and accountability. CapMetro employees will receive new ethics and project management training. They'll also receive greater scrutiny in performance evaluations. It's the result of an investigation by KXAN reporter Nancy Wilson, and she's here live now with our story. Nancy?
Well, Robert and Leslie, my questions to CapMetro involved negotiations for the 2008 labor contract with the bus drivers. I discovered that during the negotiations, a key player went to work for Veolia Transportation. That's the company that directly benefited after the drivers went on strike. This is Tom Hawk. He's a licensed lawyer in Ohio, but not Texas. His main business is running a company called Professional Transit Management. CapMetro hired him to negotiate a 2008 labor contract with the union representing bus drivers. The negotiations did not go well.
Tom Hawk had no intention of negotiating anything. It was my impression from the beginning that he was intent on pushing us to a strike.
And strike they did. For 3 days, drivers were off the job before a compromise was reached.
The person that made a difference in the negotiations was Senator Kirk Watson.
A few days later, the union got this letter saying 4 routes were being reassigned to another company. That company, Veolia Transportation. What the union didn't know is that during the negotiations, Tom Hawk sold his transit company to Veolia and became their employee.
And he never said a word about selling his company.
Today, new CapMetro CEO Linda Watson addressed the issue.
My understanding was we did not know some of the actions that the contractor sold his firm, and I'm not aware of any improprieties. I think there's the appearance of a conflict of interest by the contractor, but I'm not aware of improprieties internally.
But last week, we heard a different story from CapMetro's Doug Allen. He was aware of the sale of Tom Hawk's company to Veolia, but didn't feel the need to tell the union.
Because there wasn't a conflict, and there's no reason to disclose something if there's not a conflict.
Linda Watson says even the appearance of conflict is unacceptable.
We will be providing the additional training. We will also be holding people accountable. That's one of the things that's maybe the hardest to do in an organization, but it's one of the most effective things you can do to make sure we do the right things the right way.
And Watson says it begins with the top level, and she'll push her new reforms throughout the agency. She says every decision will be reviewed to make sure every action is consistent with the doing the right thing in the right way. Already, she's made a difference by posting CapMetro's check register and credit card statements online, along with lots of other financial information. Now we'll stay on this story and keep you updated. Nancy Wilson, KXAN News investigates.